Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to POCO's online launch event, and thank you all for joining us on the stream. My name is Angus, and I'm the Product Marketing Manager at POCO. Now, some of you may remember me from the POCO F2 Pro launch. I'm very excited to be here again, and we have a very, very exciting POCO phone to share with you today. But before we dive into the device today, I want to share this specific line with you guys. Everything you need, nothing you don't. This is the very core of the POCO brand, and it's also our product philosophy. All of our devices are built based on this philosophy. Today, at POCO, at the mid-range segment, we'll be even more detailed, even more precise, by giving you exactly what you need. For our device today, we have nailed each category: camera, design, performance, battery, and of course, most importantly, price. We want to disrupt the market by releasing a true all-rounder in the mid-range segment. Are you guys ready? For the very, very first time, introducing the POCO X3 NFC. Now, this is the very first X-series phone launched from POCO Global. We're super excited and very proud to bring you this device. Now, I've been using this device for a couple of weeks now, and I can confidently say it's really, really good. So we're going to get started. The first thing we're going to talk about is exactly the design you need. Now, personally, I've actually always wanted a phone that just looks different. On many, many occasions, smartphones are starting to look very similar, and we want to make sure the X3 really, really stands out. So I'm not going to tease anymore. Let's just show the X3's design. So there it is, the POCO X3. It's got a super bold design and a standout design. So it's very eye-catching, and we spent a lot of time and effort to make it unique, but yet premium. Now, when we dive into the deep details, we made strong efforts. The stripe design, inspired by classic racing, which is why we call it a finish line design. By having this, the POCO X3 really differentiates from other products. Now, as a fan of speed, performance, I love this design. And placed on the bottom, on the finish line design, we place a big POCO logo with a standout chroma design. We want to make a statement with this logo: proud to own POCO. This logo itself actually changes color when you tilt it in different angles. It's really cool. And when it comes to the whole back, we spent a lot of effort on designing, but we didn't slack when it actually comes to the handheld experience. With our 3D back curve design, it looks sleek and it feels great in your hands. Shall we take a look at the colors? So first, we have the POCO X3 in shadow gray. It looks absolutely stealth at night, and it stands out during the day. For those who want a bit more of a pop color, we do have another color. We also have the cobalt blue. This is a very cool color, and it's beautiful under any lighting. I personally love this blue because it's not too dark and it's not too bright. It's just right. So here are the two color variants we have for the POCO X3, and both color variants are inspired by racing colors. And in order to achieve these stunning colors, it almost took 10 coloring processes each. Actually, let me show you. Now, I have on my left the cobalt blue, and on the right, the shadow gray. Now, if I tilt the phones in a certain angle, you should be able to see the chroma logo design and the finish line design straight down the middle. For the POCO X3, our camera design are actually inspired by DSLRs. So it's very classy and it's very industrial feel. They're both stunning, and I can't tell you which one I love more. Let's talk about what's on the inside. Because at the end of the day, we all know it's what really matters on the inside. Now at POCO, we believe in performance. That has always been a part of the POCO heritage. Today is no different. We're going to give you exactly the performance you need. We're going to have an awesome processor. Global debut. The Snapdragon 732G Now, we're very excited to work with Qualcomm on this project. Now, the 732G was able to get an AnTuTu score over 300,000. To give you an idea of how good this score is, we compared it to the other two 700 series processors that are very popular in the mid-range market right now, the 720G and the 730G. And the X3, featuring the 732G, came out on top with quite the difference. In the mid-range segment, there's very few phones that can actually compete with this score. And then we look at the scoring in detail, the CPU, GPU, and AI, and compare it to the other 700 series processor. For the CPU, we came out on top with a small difference, but the GPU, the 732G, really pulled away, which tells us that this processor can handle some serious gaming for sure. And when it comes to the AI, for photo processing or virtual assistants, it beats out the competition completely. Now let me tell you how it was able to achieve this. For the CPU, the 732G took the best of 720G and 730G and improved it even more. With the 8nm process, it's power efficient, and it's extra powerful with processing up to 2.3 gigahertz. And having an octa-core structure, 2 gold cores and 6 silver cores, the performance is very capable for some serious workload, offering best-in-class speed. The GPU, fueled by the Adreno 61A structure, it's under the Elite Gaming series by Qualcomm, which really pushes the POCO X3's hardware and software with some selected Elite Gaming features. Now, you guys know I'm a gamer myself, and I've tweeted my setup on Twitter before. I've been gaming on the X3 for a while now. Actually, more than a while, a couple hours a day. And it really delivers great gaming performance. I love it. And when it comes to the AI processing, the X3 can reach up to 3.6 trillion operations per second. Now that's mind-blowing fast. So when you take a photo and you want to look at it in the gallery right after you take it, and it shows you that blurry image with a loading circle. With 3.6 tops, you're rarely going to see that loading circle again. So after the comparison against the 720G and the 730G, the results is clear. The Snapdragon 732G has taken the crown on being the leading 4G processor in the 700 series this year. Whether you're gaming with its GPU processing power, offering you a super smooth gaming experience, or multitasking, opening multiple apps at the same time, then switching really quickly between them, it can handle with ease. You won't need to worry about clearing your background apps so often. And with AI, when you're trying to edit an already taken photo, it will be smooth, it will be fast. So with the latest, the best 4G processor in the 700 series, you will always be fast. Now to pair with such an awesome processor, we had to also match up the RAM and ROM technology with 6 GB of LPDDR4X and up to 128 GB of UFS 2.1. Now, if you want more storage, and I know this is a hugely demanded option, we also added expandable storage option, up to 256 GB. Now, exactly the performance you need. Is that all? Introducing Liquid Cool Technology 1.0 Plus. Now, it's almost a tradition to put Liquid Cool in our performance-driven phones. And you may realize it, we're actually calling it 1.0 Plus. So in our first generation of Liquid Cool technology, we had a thin copper heat pipe that absorbs the heat. This was a revolutionary technology that was driven by POCO, and we're always looking to improve it. So for our Liquid Cool Technology 1.0 Plus, we increased the heat pipe size by 70%.